Hi, this will be a review of the Timeline X by Acer, the 4830TG. Acer comes with a brushed aluminum top. There's a blue finish. Personally, I do not like brushed aluminum because you could see all my fingerprints on it and they're now engraved into it. It's one downside. Feels absolutely amazing, but make sure you always clean it. Always have a microfiber cloth, easy to clean, perfect. The top is extremely thin and features many nice parts. A 10 to 8 hour battery, depending on full charge or not, also depending on the task that you're doing. If you're gaming on this thing, it's not going to last 10 hours. Sadly, no laptop does. 2.0 ports, a headphone, a microphone, a standard DVD burner and writer, and CD burner and writer if you didn't know that, but not a Blu-ray, which does kind of suck, but I mean normal people do not watch Blu-rays on their laptops. I'm sure there's a lot of people who do. Personally, I do not, so it's not a big effect. Kensington lock port, an exhaust vent, Ethernet port, at least that 1000 by the way, VGA, HDMI, and USB 3.0. It is nice they include VGA. Most people go, oh, why not DVI? Well, if you're doing a presentation at a school, most projectors still use VGA or HDMI. Probably more VGA. The laptop is pretty much standard. We got a lot of ventilation for the built-in video card in here. Yes, I did say that. In a laptop this thin and the small, and coming at this price point, it does have a built-in video card with also a fairly decent processor. All the ventilation, easy to upgrade your RAM and stuff like that. Sadly, you only can upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM, not 16. But you know, if you're going to buy a laptop like this, you probably do not need 16. It features a Core i5 240M, clocked at 2.4 gigahertz, and can turbo up to 3.1, which is very good for a mobile processor. Contains an NVIDIA 540M video card, 14-inch LED LCD display, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabytes standard hard drive, DVD burner, wireless, 6-cell battery, and there we go. Keyboard is a checklet design, which is kind of nice. You see these on most Mac Apple laptops. Yeah, Mac Apple laptops. Feels very nice to type on. Very, very responsive. They do feel like there's very little flex in the keyboard at all. It's very nice. The keys are very well spaced apart. The only thing I do not like is right here, the enter and the key. I mean, they could have been a little bit more spaced apart because it kind of looks a little wonky. Like, oh yeah, everything's spaced, and then right there it's like, no, we're just not going to space that. Power saving button, so you hit that and you can get your full 10 hours of battery life, again, depending on your task. Also have your lights for your numbs lock, whatever you want to do, and caps lock. Soundbar, not really a soundbar. There's really 2 speakers on each side, and it is made by Adobe. Yep, Adobe Home Theater System. These things are actually pretty good. They do have a little bit of a bass to it, but for a computer this price, at this price range, is extremely good. They actually gave us this high quality of stuff. There's also the power button. What attracted to me is there's no number pad. I don't really like number pads on laptops, normally because I just don't use a number pad on a laptop. I have other things I can use that. I have a full-on gaming desktop for that. So it makes the laptop very much a lot smaller, a little more easy to carry around, a little thinner and some technically a little bit thinner. It just makes it a lot nicer. I don't understand why there is number pads on laptops. I'm sure there are people who use them a lot, but for me, I just use the top row, and that's really that's kind of the big attraction for this laptop for me. Not the video card, nothing like that. It's the only only computer I could find at my electronics store that did not have a numbers pad. So, yeah. 18-inch LED display. This display is extremely bright, which in my mind, I don't like too bright of screens. This kind of overkills the brightness, but it does it in a decent way. The colors on it are fantastic. It works like it's supposed to. Sadly though, it is a bit glossy and it's a complete fingerprint magnet. So always make sure you're cleaning your screen and stuff like that. Webcam in the top with also a microphone right there. A little hard to see, but try my best. I'm probably attracted to the NVIDIA 540M, which is the last gen. Now people are on the 675M, whatever you want. 675 is a lot of power, which most people do not need, but the 540M is still great for basic gaming. So this is Tribes, Team Fortress 2, some Skyrim on high to medium settings, some Crisis 1 on low, and some Crisis 2 on low. So it can hold its respect. For some people who like to play Minecraft, because I've seen that a lot in reviews, is people is like, oh, can it play Minecraft? It can play Minecraft, no problem. The Core i5 processor has plenty of processing speed. Even a Core i3 would do just as well. You do not need a 4-core processor to play games. You do not. It's actually complete overkill to have a 4-core processor if all you're doing is playing games. If you're playing games, watching a movie, and also browsing the web, I recommend a 4-core. Or a 6-core, whatever whatever your budget is. But the dual core is perfectly fine in the system. Specifically, when it turbos up to 3.1 gigahertz, it is just blazingly fast. To this thing, though, it does get fairly hot when under gaming loads, but in a thinness this thin, yeah, it works. Whatever. In a thinness this thin, you have your exhaust fan right here, and this thing pushes out heat like there's no tomorrow, which is kind of nice. At least it does do that. But if you had this on a bed, a carpet, on your lap, you are going to feel the pain of heat. Lots of heat. Like lots. Specifically when you're playing StarCraft. Holy shit. I mean, my lap was like frying. But whatever. It is this thin, which is so nice. It weighs in around 4 pounds, which is just perfect for traveling. Specifically for school, which is what I'm using this for. Awesome lighting. In the back, which some people, what I've been seeing is a lot of people don't like hinges in the back. What this really does is, as we see, it comes back here. A lot of people don't like it. They want the hinge on the well, I won't say PCB because that's definitely not right. On the case itself, which technically it still is, but it's a lot nicer. And it's not too far back. The glare of this, it does have a fair bit of it, so I don't recommend using it outside at all. Which you really shouldn't be. Specifically if you're gaming, you need to be plugged into a wall at all times. If you're not, unfortunately, so you're in a car or something like that, and you are gaming, you're going to be going for about 3.5 hours, 3.5 to 3 hours if you're lucky, depending on the game. If you're playing Minecraft, probably about 4 to 5. But it is just an absolutely gorgeous laptop. Feels nice, great for Word, great for PowerPoint. You want to get your game on, it can do the gaming. It can do them gamings, it can do it. The side of the screen is actually extremely thin, providing to the thinness if it is. Sadly, it is a little bit flimsy, but it's not going to hurt too bad. Acer timeline. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This was my first review. Thank you very much. Hopefully the quality of these reviews will improve, over time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. I give this product about an 8 out of 10 because it does get hot. The glossy screen kind of pisses me off a bit. But for the price, it is technically a gaming grade laptop. Alienware M11Xs start about $900, or $899, whatever you want to do it. But with a Core i5 in there, it costs around $999. This is the exact same tech specs of it, and it's for half the price. So, if that's a key feature of you gaming on this, buy this instead of the Alienware M11X. And they stopped making the M11X. Don't know why, but they did.